Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sumi. If you're new here, if you're not, you already know that. So this video is just literally like a sit down, chilling out, talking video. I want to do more of these because these are fun and I want to create content for the sake of creation because it's fun and also because it's really cathartic. And I always feel like if you're consuming more than you're creating, regardless of what you're creating, you're living in someone else's world, right? You're living in their concepts, their ideas, like you're just consume, consume, consume. And what you keep around you does go to your head. So then you're kind of reenacting things through the lens of someone else's vision instead of just creating your own. So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna make this video. And one thing that's been rough for me is trying not to care about the performance of my videos. Like, this is just like thrown out here. I just wanted to mention, like, I'm really not into like spicy content or like spicy content creation or whatever. So, like, God forbid a girl's into fashion and she looks good doing it, you know? I just really wanted to get that like off my chest also, because if that's, I know that like this genre of like fashion content and whatever is like full of beautiful OF models, and I just, that's not my, like, that goes against my morals. So I just, yeah, like if that's something that somebody subscribed to me for, unsubscribe like right now. And yeah, just wanted to mention that as like a, what did they call PSA, added note, fun fact about me, I don't even know. So I feel like if I play my cards weirdly, I'm going to garner the wrong audience. So I, even if these videos don't perform as well, that's fine. Like, on that note, or not at all, God forbid a girl likes fashion, man. Like, do you know how many people tell me like, oh, like, is this a thirst trap? And I'm like, no, you're just thirsty. Like, that's not the same thing. Like, God forbid a girl is attractive and she knows it. Like, it can't be a crime. I wasn't born like this. I earned this. Anyways, fit check. I make myself laugh so much. Whatever. If you find my personality not fun, then click off, right? Like, anyways, I have worked really hard to be confident in myself, and it has brought to my understanding just how flimsy the self stuff is. If you can do all the self-work, the healing, etc., etc., but if you surround yourself with people that want to see you bitter and sad and kind of venting and crashing out or whatever, you will do those things. Like, you will kind of do things that you thought you were over if you surround yourself with the wrong people, you know? And it's only lonely if you feel alone. Being by yourself is very relaxing. You just don't have to deal with anyone's shit, you know? But at the same time, I feel like that's why nowadays these like kind of more sit down YouTube videos are getting more common to see, kind of like old YouTube, because I feel like people do miss this. Like, we miss seeing other people as just real people instead of these curated public figures. YouTube used to be like somebody in their bedroom like just talking about shit, you know? But now it's very like even a makeup tutorial, it's not someone in their bedroom in front of their mirror being like, oh my god, this eyebrow pencil I've had for 17 years but it's still working, you know? It's more like, here's my PR package that I got from Anastasia, and it's cool, but it's just not relatable. And I feel like that relativity gives a lot of comfort to people, and it gives a lot of comfort to me because it makes me feel like this is somebody I can relate to, this is somebody I can watch, you know? And sometimes it's hard to find that in person, just in terms of like how often you go out, how often you meet people, and just also like people can be weird, man. Like, I guess sometimes you think like I would never do that, so then it's hard to understand why someone would do certain things. But that's just it. They're not you. You're not anybody else, right? And that's why it's so important to take time by yourself to really figure yourself out, so you know how to manage yourself in certain situations that may arise, because God knows situations will arise. This kind of ties into a point I was thinking about, how it is like, it is rough being like it's rough being who you are. Like, if you can't be hot unless other people find you hot, you can't be funny unless somebody else finds you funny, you can't be entertaining if you're not entertaining somebody else, you know? I feel like every adjective that you can use to describe yourself is by context of how it's viewed by another person, when that says more about them than it does about you. So why would it have to be that way? Like I don't know. I think it's quite hard to then understand yourself, and it's part of this is my conspiracy, it's part of this like larger like theme as to keep us all like shadowed and like suffocating ourselves so we can just be a part of the rat race and not actually wake up ever. um um Okay, one more thing I just wanted to mention is about like the perfectionism trap, and basically how, like, when you're trying to be perfect, you don't actually produce better work. You just stop yourself from making anything at all. Whereas you could have tried and tried again, which is how most people learn and how I learn, how everybody learns, right? Is through your mistakes. You just stop making mistakes because you stop making basically anything because you're so worried that it's not going to be perfect. And of course, it's not going to be perfect. You can't learn if you're already 100% good at it. That's not how any skill, anything works, right? So this is me also trying to really combat my own perfectionism issues and, you know, produce content. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, if you watched all the way until the end, if you did, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the vibes, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.